Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Saratoga Racecourse here on Saturday. It's the 8th of August 2020. We're going to look at the 11th race on the spot, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And join me tomorrow for my Pre-Maurice the Geese Stakes preview from Doby. It looks like it's going to be an excellent sprint, so check that out. But usually for these big days, I look at all the stakes races. Problem is, we're still in the iPhone editions of my previews because the computer, after 7.5 years, it finally gave up and died. So I won't be able to look at all the races today because the file would be way too much to upload on my iPhone. So we're going to just look at the Travers here, and I think that's the race everybody wants to look at. But if you want all the other stakes races, I'll have them all my selections on my Twitter page at HorseRacingKid5, so go check that out. But we're going to look at the 11th race in the spot, which is the Grade 1 $1 Million Travers. It's for 3-year-olds here. We have a field of 8 horses going the distance of ground of 2,000 meters or about a quarter on the main track. I'm going to take as a top selection the 2 horse Country Grammar. We'll go 2-6-3-7 in the superfecta. 2-6-3-7 super. Top selection 2 horse Country Grammar. This 3-year-old colt by Totalist Chad Brown trains. Guy Rodriguez Jr. gets the mount. Most recent outing came in the Peter Pan opening day here at Saratoga, mile 8th, and the horse won by a neck that day. And he came from mid-pack that day. He got the lead, and he fought a good race to the wire. He got the job done. You know, he improved a lot that day. He's going to have to improve a lot more today, but going to a mile and a quarter is something I think he absolutely loves. I think he's sitting on the race of his life. You know, if they say the mile and a half Belmont was coming up in a few weeks' time, you know, I think he would be my bet there because he just looks like a mile and a half kind of killer horse. 2 back, he ran at Belmont, a mile 16th in the lounge race, 66,000 1X. He finished third by 6.5 lengths. From wide poetry, he had a little bit of a wide trip, and you know, it took him a little bit of time to get going, but he got going late. I thought it was a decent third off the break. And then before that, they asked a little bit too much too soon in the Grade 3 Fountain of Youth Grade 2 Fountain of Youth at Gulfstream Park, mile 16, 29th of February, where he finished 5th by 9 lengths. And, you know, a little bit wide that day. He didn't have the cleanest of trips, and, you know, he got 5th that day. You know, he needed the race there to get it customized with or contized with these better horses. That was a word, I know, but you know, he needed to get the race for the experience. But in his main victory at Aqueduct over mile 8th, he won by 3 1/4 lengths in a race I remember watching so clearly. He got the lead, and then he quickened up easily. That was a very impressive run, and he kept going. Coming here, a mile and a quarter, drawn very well, training like an absolute beast. At 6-1, I think he's a very likely winner, along with the 6 horse Tis the Law. He's been doing everything right, but he's going to have to go climb to that next step today. He won the Belmont very easily. He won the Florida Derby even easier, I thought. And then he won the Holy Bull. That was probably, you know, he had to fight that day, but he got the job done. He's going to have to improve, but I think at even money, he can win. And Uncle Chuck, I think he's an absolute killer. I think he's either today he's going to run his massive race, or next start out saying the Derby, I think he's going to run his massive race. He won the Los Al Derby very nicely, being 1,000 words. He went on to win last week at Del Mar even easier. And then before that, he broke the main at Santino, another race very easily. At 5-2, we'll use him on the multis. To recap my selection for the 11th from Saratoga, it's the Grade 1 $1 Million Travers. We'll take the 2 horse Country Grammar top selection. We'll use the 6 horse Tis the Law. We'll go 2-6-3-7 in the superfecta, 2-6-3 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.